Hello, this video is I'm just recording my first track day and I want to leave that on YouTube so it will be as a memory for myself. A little bit of talk, so maybe someone will watch and be interested. Very short, I'm a car enthusiast since I was very little. I used to steal my father's car and try to do some handbrake drifts and things like that. I had the chance to do some sim racing on my computer, and I was very happy to have a chance to do a track day. So what I did was I had my Nissan Qashqai Plus 2, which, if you don't know, it's a very big SUV. It's a big SUV, let's say. It's bigger than a compact at, let's say, middle size or something. I don't know, according to your country and your. This is the first. I wanted to talk how I reacted as a back marker. Now I was blinking to the left and leaving this BMW E30 pass through. So yeah, let's continue the background. To learn the track, I had the chance to drive with a very normal family car, Nissan Qashqai Plus 2. It's a 3-row seats SUV. Also here I'm blinking to the left and leaving the car past me, and he says thank you. So I drove like some stints, I don't know how much, all the time, using the blinker and letting them know that I will stick to my line and not. Here also I was blinking to the left. Maybe if I was silent you can hear the blinker. This is a Renault Sport, it's not a normal. That was interesting. This guy spun, but like in very respectful way. He gave way to everyone and we took it easy. So guys, just before this all, I wanted to just continue that I had a very big SUV which isn't track prepped or anything, so he was also behind, a car was behind me, but they didn't want to overtake here. Back to the subject. So I did some stints to learn the track, and then I rent a car to do some 5 laps. Spoiler, what is going to happen at the end is that unfortunately I did not have my GoPro, my fake GoPro, my Chinese one, and I was shooting the video with my mobile phone fixed on the head. Also here I was blinking. I can speak about everyone, like I had a very nice talk with everyone here. So I was just pause the video and speak a little bit. In short, I could have some footage for me driving the SUV, but unfortunately the very exciting, best moments of my life driving the track prepped car, I could not take a video for it because the mobile phone was not directed to the outside. It was like only, it fell and it was only taking a video for the some wires and the roll cage. So when I was driving the, between brackets, the sports car or something, the track prepped car, let's say, I couldn't take footage, although it was really on the limit, a little bit over the limit. It was very nice moments. I cannot compare them to any moment I had in sim racing. It's not I will dare to say it's not at all like sim racing. Too much different, much easier, but much more engaging, and you feel excitement you haven't felt in your life. So the track is in Sweden. It's called Tierp Arena, as you can see. I don't know, it takes like maybe 1.5 minutes to finish it. Some places there are some walls, but the other places there are some runoff areas. The day was a rainy day. Let's talk and about the cars. This one was a fast driver. By the way, everyone was telling me that I was a very fast driver and everything, but I mean, here in Sweden See this puddle of water? I don't like it. But here in Sweden, like, everyone has this culture of being nice to each other and telling them that you are good enough and everything. Again, the guy who said thank you. So I don't know if they were like just how can we say it, when someone being nice to the other and telling him that you are good and etc. It might not be real. I don't know the English word for this. So if you can listen, the R8 was fast, and there has been something that happened. I can talk about it later. When I was driving the track prepped car, there's a swing, there's a corner where you go full throttle, and you have to clip and cut the corner to the last centimeter, and it's impossible for someone to overtake you unless you really compromised your line, and he compromised his line, and you gave him way, and you have to be much slower to allow the other car to overtake, otherwise it's impossible. So the R8 did this, but I will talk about this a little bit later. Driving the SUV with the big one thing I can mention. This guy had this old Porsche, what is it called, 967, I don't know. He was like a little bit cautious. He did not want to crash or anything, so he drove really carefully, a couple of laps, paid a lot of money and went. But this M3, I talked to the owner. It was a normal BMW 3 Series, but he made it to an M3, and it costed him more than to buy a new M3. And he was very good. Even I might show you another video, like he was racing a real TCR car and a real modern Lamborghini. Yes, they were faster than him, but he had better exits than them and everything. And he talked to me, and I talked to him. He said he liked his line and everything, but my lines. But I mean, he's a very good driver because he could drift in the rain, being comfortable, which I can't do with the. Anyway, with a like rear-wheel drive car. Anyway, let's switch now to some of my faster laps. Here I was just sighting. Let's see some of my faster laps in the SUV. I might give you some bonus at the end. So see, here I was like taking it easy and blinking. Maybe at the last 2 minutes of this 8 minutes, I was a little bit faster. This guy had some difficulties. He was like, in the beginning he said the car is too soft and rolling too much, and he will like consume his tires if he was like that. So he went ahead and changed the settings and changed the dampers. To my surprise, I thought that people changed the anti-roll bars in the beginning, or I don't know if the springs are like easy and applicable, but my knowledge has come from sim racing. The first thing you change maybe the anti-roll bars, later maybe the springs to make them stiffer or something, but he said the first thing we change is something called the dampers to make the car stiffer. But after that he was suffering from oversteer. For example, here when he goes full throttle, the car spins. So yeah, I don't know. In the future, if I will have enough money, I would like to have a car that is for like to come and have track days, but I'm sure I can't afford a Lamborghini or something, so it should be cheap and easy to fix, because I detest, I don't like, what's the English word, I hate fixing and working on cars all day long. The car is very beautiful, by the way. So I don't know, guys, what's the car for me? Like an older generation one Mazda Miata MX-5, because I want a car that doesn't need too much fixing. But also I would like I wouldn't live without telemetry. So I know the older cars don't have telemetry for like the tire temperature and pressure and things like that, and many other things like the brake bias. You cannot change it on the go. I mean, like maybe like you can go to a mechanic and change, but I would like something that has these facilities, luxury, I would say, to change everything in the setup, and also to monitor everything in your car. I cannot drive now without knowing my tire temperature, my brake temperature, my exactly how much fuel I have, and much other things. Did I start my fast laps or not yet? 5 minutes remaining, maybe. Because I remember I did like 2. Let's listen for some minutes. I think it's not yet the fast lap, so I can talk a little bit. I would say okay. Fast laps are maybe ended because I remember when I was going fast, this guy spun behind me, and then I had to inform them by like using my 4 flashlights and also the blinkers, and also the I had to what's wrong with my English today, and also I had to use my horn sometimes to let them know that a car like is stationary on the track. Anyway, back to the subject. The hardest thing for me in reality was braking. Yes, of course, yes, I'm sure. What do I mean? I mean, I might brake really early. To be honest, like I treated this car really gently, never ever overheated the brakes, never overworked the tires, nothing wrong, never like hit the red line in the RPM meter, never went full throttle when on straight. As long as I have a very good exit, I just go half throttle and then I lift. And also like yeah, I brake early and then I release the brake. But let's talk about something like that. Even like if I was in a race, here you can see the tarmac changes color. Maybe you have to brake before it a little bit and or after it a little bit or something, but I mean, it's very hard for a guy like me who isn't a professional to nail the last braking point and to brake as efficient as possible. All these cars, you know, they have a EBD, electronic brake assist, where they panic brake and help you on everything. I don't want this. But even with the other car that I took, for example, either like sometimes I brake early and softly and then I feel like I ran out of space. Sometimes if I want to brake really hard, like the ABS, by the way, the ABS, not like I was good at not activating the ABS, but sometimes when I activated it in the other car, on the track prepped car, like it hits like, how can I tell you, like a bump or something, 1 2, not like continuous 1 1 1 2 3 4 5, no, 1 2, like you hit something, and then yeah, anyway, like the braking was not at all good. I told my friends just for fun, I told them that braking in Sims is more realistic. That was funny. And about braking, but about exit, corner exit, something like this, guys, you can do it on the limit. You can like control the throttle, control the steering to the last centimeter of the wall. Really easy to control, really easy to catch. I'm really sad that I could not take photos could not take video for me driving the track prepped car, because I could not fix the mobile phone to take the right angle. But I promise next time. I still have 5 laps to do. I paid for them, but the car wasn't working in the afternoon, so they told me you can come later and drive. So and then I will take some videos. But guys, under the rain in these vigorous conditions, it was really a blast to drive. Much more enjoyable than sim racing. But I mean, in one day you can spend all equal to what everything you have spent on all the sims. Much more. So I don't know the solution. You have to have a cheap car, cheap to repair, reliable, but at the same time you have to like install modec and some telemetry. I don't know how. I have no idea. You don't need it to be strong, you don't need it to be fast, you don't need it to be fancy. But also one thing, that you have to have some suspension, because like these Caterham and Super 7 and those cars are like you will have back pain and be dizzy like in 2-3 laps. Maybe I talk too much instead of just letting you and myself enjoy my replay. So my must, like if I want to sammanfatta, if I want to in Swedish, in English, if I want to like summarize, I would say taking a good line, what I think is a good line, I don't know, what I think is a good line was very easy for me to figure out the racing line. I hope it was right. Controlling the car was very easy. Like everything was under the rain and everything, it was very easy, very fun, on the limit. Corner, like speed at the corner, what I want to do in the corner. I can say like what I did. Maybe it was right, maybe it was wrong. I can speak about it in this lab, for example. Let's start. But just to finish my idea, only braking at the end of the straight was something I never liked, never ever liked, because I don't have the heart to hurt the car, do it on the limit, and consume my brakes and consume my tires and everything. Maybe this is one reason. I don't know what the other. Maybe the other reason is lack of skill. But let me speak about what I thought. For example, here, way before the sträcka, they call it, the straight line. Way before I figured out how to start the earliest possible on the gas. I can tell you guys, here I'm on the gas. You can see 1, 2, 3 corners before the straight line, but I take a very wide and slow entry, and here I'm on my brake to help the car turn, but then quickly I am gradually on the throttle, but fast, not slowly. Here I have to change the direction from left to right to change the steering, which isn't so comfortable for the car, but I don't know what to do otherwise. I have no choice. I don't know why. I don't like it. I don't feel it's... I don't know how to describe my feeling, but you don't feel very good when you change the steering. Especially maybe it's like assisted steering and not direct and everything. So you have bad feeling. But again, I can start, for example, here like 2-3 corners before the last corner. Here, for some reason, I only keep on third gear, and uh, I don't use the gas, and I don't use the brake. Mostly I just lift and leave the engine, like catch the car, and I leave the deceleration, give me some grip on the front tires. So if you are on the high RPM, just leave the car and it will slowly go down with the RPM. Of course, you can use a little bit of gas if you don't want to go so slow. But this is what I felt, and I felt like keeping on the right hand, keeping on the extreme right and the next corner is the best thing, just to prepare for the next straight. See, extreme right. Here, because I'm turning like suddenly and everything, but the car is stable, not dangerous or something. I'm not going very fast or something, so I can just use a little bit of left foot braking just to force the car turn. After I force the car turn, as I told you, I go now I'm full throttle, full throttle, full throttle. Here there are some really bad bumps, because, like, it's not part of the track. I don't know if this layout is new or something. So the the 4x4 car the SUV is jumping. You laugh if you see the car here. It's jumping, and it's really easy. It's not even if you were like going full throttle or something. It's easy to go in these fast corners, to nail them. And also look at this one, very bad position. And also I figured out I never need to go right and make my way longer. I can just stick to the left. Look. Here's one thing. They said you are not allowed to pass the right, how can we call this? The line, the full line, it's not. But I don't know why in sim racing I remember that when we are into the track we have the right to pass, but when we are joining the track we don't have the right to pass. Someone can tell me why, I don't know. Maybe this new tarmac is the breaking point, but as I told you, like, I wasn't comfortable. I didn't feel that I nailed it. I don't know. See, downshifting also with this is one important thing. Downshifting with the rev matching, using my heel to blip the throttle, also didn't feel natural, didn't feel quick. Maybe like I blip and I'm so slow to change gear. This is a manual car, by the way. I was so slow to change gears that the RPM was low again, and maybe like I was just fooling myself. It wasn't useful to heel and toe. But if someone told me do not heel and toe, I wouldn't say this is a good idea, because you can feel the car, you can feel the like this, you can feel the impact on the mechanics and everything when you downshift. So yeah, either you have to go really slow and like drive like what you drive on real on normal road and chill and take it easy, or if you want to drive fast you have to heel and toe to not to to kill the mechanics of the car and everything. Maybe if the car is much stronger, maybe you can like oversteer or something because of the tires locking, because of the strength. Okay. Wide entry, missing the first one. Sticking to the second and third. Controlling the car in the exit really happily, really on the limit. Even in the track day car, it was much stronger and better and faster. And running away from this puddle of water, because many people said that this caused people to spin before. I don't think like a very big and heavy car can spin, so maybe I can use all the track or something, but I was a little bit, I did not want to make problems or accidents, so I was running away from this. Again, I'm not better than anyone else, and all those nice words people told me, I believe maybe just something to encourage others and something. It's not. But I can say something that. Yeah. First, I have to say that this car is slower than other people's cars. So of course, maybe they built some speed and they have to slow down here and go. But I was the only one, speaking to everyone, I was the only one who was going full throttle through this, taking this line, and you feel the car, now you are on 120 kilometers per hour, and there maybe look like 140, 160 kilometers per hour, so you feel the steering, and the car is very, very light, like, you give the minimum input, but you feel like the cars are on the floating on the air. So yeah, I was nailing this full throttle. I like remember these patches 1, 2, 3. Yeah, maybe I have to brake after this first one. Again, I wasn't like nailing the brake. A little bit missing this one by, let's say, less than 1 meter, let's say half a meter or something. I don't know why. When I was going faster in the track day car, I was nailing this and controlling this. This was the happiest and the most exciting corner in everything, because like you brake here, you go on the throttle, and you control how wide your car is going to go, and you control any possible understeer, oversteer, understeer, oversteer, like maybe 4 times or something, until you run on the curb. That was very nice. I keep the same steering input. This is my line. I mean, maybe it's a big mistake or something. I don't have any idea, but this is what I felt. Keeping to the right. I mean, gradually coming to the right, not directly. All this section is in 3rd gear. This is what I was doing. Trying to make my way closer by clipping the corners and everything. And again here, leaving the waiting for the car. I'm sorry. Where the hell? Yeah, I was saying that leaving the car to bite, the front end to bite, and yeah. And this time I can speak a little bit about driving the track day car. I complained so much about not seeing the mirrors was like tinted blue or something. What a stupid idea. And also the glass, the what do we call it, the windshield, no, and the backside was dirty, so I took the effort and time to unleash, to unbuckle my 4 points seat belt, and to try to clean this dendruta, we call it, try to clean anyway the glass or something. I'm starting to get real sleepy here. So anyway, maybe because of the design, maybe because the Recaro seats, the racing seats were really low or something. I don't know what happened, but maybe the reason is that I was going really fast and on the limit. I did not have any second to look at the mirrors or anything. So although when I was driving the SUV, as I said, it was a very clear vision and I was giving everyone away. When I was driving the track day car, 2 times, yeah, here I was telling them that there's a car on the track, stationary. Maybe he got a stall or something, he cannot reoperate his car, because he spun when he was behind me, and when I came back he was still on the track. Again, I mean, back to the subject. Two moments happened when I was in driving the track day car. One of them is that you know this coming corner that I spoke about, where you go full throttle. The Audi R8 or S8, it was an R8 maybe. He overtook me there in the last moment, and I don't know, I could not do anything but to lift a little bit, so it went alright. And how can I say, and precisely the next corner where you brake, and like as I told you, like this very exciting corner, I was committed to enter the corner, and at the last moment I saw someone, the BMW M3, diving. Guys, I swear I had a very fast and strong reaction. I hit the steering again to the left. That now when I watch the video of me driving the track day car, I hear the impact. How strong. Maybe I can search for it. Instead of I was turning, so I had to go straight again and give him way. And he told me I noticed how you gave me way again and everything after we were outside of the track. That was this one. Here you can hear it. No, not here. Yeah, I think that this was the sound of the impact I told you about, just me jerking the wheel. Okay, anyway, we cannot see anything here. Let's move ahead. cover your ears? Did you cover your ears or not yet? I told you. Okay, someone might tell me like, what are you showing us? Only a roll cage, so I can give you this bonus to be happy. It was epic like before I took this footage, because the three cars were really close together and having a very close race, but then one of the cars was like broken or something. Anyway, look at this highly skilled guy drifting a Lamborghini. Thanks. Goodbye.